Hi, this is Jan Hibbard from Log Cabin Leather. I'm here once again in the basement of my log cabin home where I make all my handmade leather goods. And today I'm here for my monthly trunk sale. I have one every month, the last Saturday of the month. So I'm going to get into that in a little bit. I'm also going to tell you about some special events coming up for the whole month of November and my plans there, which include, of course, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and special events I have continuing right through the 12th of December. So I'm going to outline those a tiny bit. I'm going to talk about the benefits of joining my email and becoming a VIP insider and how that gives you VIP early access to my special sales like the Black Friday and so forth that are coming up, and as well as save big on, at other times and other sales and so forth. Sales like this, you get early access to, and everything I make is one of a kind. So if something is sold that I have here, it's gone. So getting first dibs, first, early access to the things. Um, you can pick up some unique one of a kind gifts. Everything I make is made by me. It's all handmade. It's all one of a kind. You're not going to find it anywhere else because I make all my own patterns and designs. I have uh, 10 different things I'm going to offer for sale tonight. I'm also going to talk to you about, why I think my products are different, including the fact that they are unique and you cannot find them anywhere else because they are my own design. So we'll start with that. So once again, every month I have a trunk sale, the last Saturday of the month, sometimes 5 o'clock, sometimes 7 o'clock. That varies a little bit. But if you're on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook, and then you'll find out about those. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and get the information that way. Uh, I have a lot of events coming up in November, so I'm going to highlight those things a little bit before I actually get into the sale part. So in hopes other people come on and so forth. So during the month of November, it's American Indian Heritage Month. And if any of you know anything about me, I work closely with Indian Museum that's in the next town over from me, Mount Kearsarge Indian Museum. And I have been a museum educator there since 2012. But again, it's been dear to my heart since it opened. And sadly, this year we did lose our founder of the museum. His name was Bud Thompson, and he passed away at the age of 99. He did not start the museum until he was in his 70s, but it was his lifelong dream. And so my aim is to promote his legacy and continue it. So I have some special things coming up the month of November. And again, the best way to get access to these things or information is to join my email. You can do that. There is a link. If I can put it, it depends on where you're watching this. I'll have the link posted below. If not, you can find that on my website. My website is logcabinleatherbyjan.com. And there's a link at the bottom of the page or whatever to join or in the middle of the home page to join my email. And you can sign up there, and then you become a VIP insider, and then you'll get emails and so forth. Generally once a week, Thursday or Friday usually. But now, again, with Black Friday coming, you would get a lot more. I have a special Black Friday, what I'm going to call a turkey trot sale. It's going to have varying sale prices at different times. The biggest sale is going to start at midnight. And again, one of a kind things. So if you want access to them, you need to become a VIP so you have access. That sale will be open to the public, on Facebook and so forth and other sales platforms later that day. So again, VIP access gives you that early access, which is the biggest discount I'm offering. Again, being a one-person business, I can only offer so much off without really cutting into it. But the other thing that I'm doing in the month of November, which is really dear to my heart and has to do with what I was just telling you about the museum, is 10% of all my sales will be donated to the museum for the entire month of November. So whether you buy something online, I also have 3 in-person shows coming up. You can purchase things at there, but 10% of my sales I am going to donate to that museum. I will be setting up a donation link and so forth if I can on my Facebook page and that kind of thing. So I'll be looking for that for the whole month of November. So the sale isn't November yet, but after this, again, all the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and I also have a sale called the 12 Days of Christmas. That's going to go the first 12 days of December, all with varying items for sale, different price points, free shipping at times. I mean, it's, you know, you're going to have to pay attention and watch those emails if you join to find out about that. Again, I'm going to go into how you purchase things from the sale. These things, some of these are on my website, but not for the prices I'm offering them now. You can't, I don't have a discount code to give you to purchase these because they are limited edition. And that's the thing. My inventory is always changing because when I do craft shows, if I sell something, it's gone. If, somebody orders it online, it's gone. I don't change that website all the time, to because I will try to make something if somebody really wants it that I have on there. But a lot of they're going to be one of a kind. And that's good. That takes a little bit of time. So right now, the other thing is with the holidays coming up, ordering stuff online, if you're ordering out of the country, which again, a lot of times I think I'm ordering something from the United States, an American company, it's being shipped up from overseas. You may not get it in time. Ordering American handmade, most likely you're going to get it because it's shipping within the United States. You don't have all those things to worry about. So that may be the way to go there too. So now, as far as purchasing anything tonight, what you need to do is leave a comment, send me a message, again, via whatever platform you're watching this on. I do put it on multiple platforms. Get a hold of me. You can call me, you can email me, you can message me, you can leave a comment. Again, and I'm going to put all that together. And if a couple people want the same thing, again, I'm going to look at the timestamp of when somebody made that comment and you need to comment with a number and so forth. And if it's something, I have some belts I'm going to offer, I'll go into how you size a belt and so forth. I'm going to try not to make this too long, but that is how it is going to work. So again, phone number 603-648-6236. Leave a message. If somebody doesn't answer, in general, I don't answer if I don't see a name or something, because we get so many calls, trying to get you to buy something or donate. It is numerous calls. So we kind of screen the calls. My husband will not answer the phone if I'm not here. So it will always go to the generic answering machine message. So I don't know how to program it to say even my business. So leave a message. Tell me what you need, an email, phone number, whatever, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Say, this message is for Jan, Log Cabin Leather. Tell me what you're looking for, and I will try to get back with you with the information that you want. Okay. All right. So now today, 10 different things for sale. These are not things you're going to find anywhere else, which is one of the reasons they are special. They are all my own designs, my own unique patterns. So again, my number one is this. Now this again, what is it? It is a box. It is 8 inches wide, 8 inches long, 4 inches wide, 6 inches tall, I believe. I call it a desk organizer. Again, it was based on something my mother had, which I probably do have the original. My original one I made is this 40 some odd years ago, but this is a different version. And to keep things in, some people say to keep the remotes for the TV or, your electronics in it. So, my mother kept mail in it so that when, she'd take her mail, and when my father came home, he put his mail would be in it so he could grab it, things like that. You can use it for whatever you want. Nice to sit on a desk. A lot of people love penguins. So again, not something you're going to find anywhere else. And the reason I say these are unique is every picture I carve is one of a kind. I don't ever make the same picture exactly again. Now I might use the same penguins, but they're not going to be clustered together the way they are. Things like that, like this individual penguin, this one, but the arrangement will be different. May not have the same sky. Things like that. They're all going to be different. You can request certain things, but, for special orders. But what I have is what I have, and this is what I'm offering. So this is penguin. This is normally $250. These have to be hand sewn, so that does add quite a bit of time to stitch all the way around it because of the shape of it. I don't have a machine to do that type of stitching. I have what's called a flatbed stitching, which is better for making the book covers and so forth. So it was $250. I'm knocking quite a bit off of it. $175, so $75 off. These are probably going to be discontinued items and things like that. I'm trying to downsize, so I'm not going to be doing these much anymore. So this is number one, $175. It can be yours. Comment, email, message me, call me if you want it. All right, number two are belts. Now these are plain belts. These are I'm going with just one size, 1.5-inch belts, but you can pick different colors. You really kind of need to look at my website for that. There's not, it's very hard on a camera to see different colors. Right now I have what's called a chestnut and I have tan. I have quite a few other colors. I have black, of course. There's a chestnut. I have a medium brown. Was it the medium brown and a very dark browns? So I have multiple colors that you can select from. So you might want to look on my website, logcabinleatherbyjan.com, to see different colors. You also have your choice of different buckles. So you have a horseshoe, rectangle, or oval in solid brass or nickel over brass. Any of these shapes in either one of those finishes. That's on the website, so that might be easier to look at on the website. Now, as far as sizing a belt, you want to take the belt you have, and this is an old oldie of my dad's, one of my original tooled belts. You want to take the belt and look at the hole it was worn on most. He was wearing this hole. So when I'm measuring the belt, I want to know the measurement from the end of the belt to that hole. So that's the easiest way to do it. You can put a tape measure around your waist, but but when you put a belt on, you cinch it up a little bit tighter than you're going to just wrap it around your waist. So I want to know how you want to wear it. So how you sit. Some people cinch their belt up quite a bit. So that's going to be significantly different than what, if you loosely wrap a tape measure around your waist, you're going to come up with. So the hole you wear your belt on now, that is, this has extra holes in it because my father was losing weight here, and he's even made a hole in it, I think, himself. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 holes in it. This would usually be the middle hole if this is what they're wearing on, and two holes on either side, and the length would be adjusted accordingly. So that's how you would do it if you have a standard buckle. Now I have what's called a center bar buckle. This is a single bar buckle. That's not going to affect the measurement of anything. What would affect the measurement is if you have a fancy buckle, which any of my belts can take a fancy buckle. So that's another advantage of these belts. If you have a buckle of your own, you can put it on there. So on this type of belt, because it has a hook, and that adds some length to the belt, because now where you were measuring before is here, but now you're attaching from up here, that makes a difference. So the actual belt is going to be shorter because you're adding 2 inches from the buckle. So now you'd want to measure from the knob on the buckle to the hole they wear it on. Again, these ancient belts from my father. This was probably the original. I think he was in here. So again, that's going to be the middle hole on the new belt, and a couple holes either side of that, if that's where they needed it. So that's how the belts are sized. I have that information on my website as well, so you can look at that there. Now, any 1.5-inch belt, what I'm offering now is a 2-for deal. Now, most people who bought my belts love my belts. They say it's one of the best belts they've ever had. It's solid leather. It's not going to fall apart. It's not pieces. It's not sewn. There's nothing to come apart. Most people come back because they want it in a different color. So right now I'm offering a 2 for sale. They're normally $45 each, but if you buy 2, you get them for $80. 2 for $80. So you pick the colors and so forth. And now again, if you're not sure of the size right now, don't panic. because I realize if you're watching the sale, you might not have that information right now to contact me. And again, belts I do have extra stock of. They're my biggest seller, so I do have multiples of those in stock in general. So comment, message, say something today. You're interested in number 2. You don't know the size. That's fine. That's going to lock you into the special deal. And then when you find that information, again, I'm going to be in contact with you back and forth. Email is best to do that, because then you can look at it whenever you're available to, whereas phone, you may be busy and things like that. So I will work with you, but you have to comment during the event to access that. So that's number 2, solid leather belts, multiple of colors, 2 for $80. That's number 2. I also have some belts with original tool designs. Now, this is what tooling, or I call stamping, is a unique hand. This is my own original design. You are not going to find this anywhere else in the world, because this is something I created. It has color in it, which again, I'm not sure which way on the camera that shows up better. This is an 1.5 inch wide belt as well. Again, it can be sized to fit the person you need. And how I shorten the belts, and see, when somebody's at a show with me, I shorten right there to their waist. I mean, they put it on, but again, you're going to use the same measurements I just told you. This belt is almost 58 inches long, so it's going to fit up to a 52-inch waist. So if you know somebody, again, the buckle can be changed. They unscrew, so I can change it to anything you want. This is number 3. Number 3. I'm not sure how that's. Let's see the belt. That's number 3. Regularly they're $90. Today you can have this for $80. Custom fit to the size you need. That's what makes my belt special. I make belts in all widths for people of all sizes. I have a 1/2 inch, obviously for women, up all the way to 1 3/4 inches. I even have actually a couple 2-inch belts that then taper down narrower. I have belts in all widths for people of all sizes. I've done up to a 72-inch waist, down to some thin people. Those are the people that have a hard time getting a belt. The big people, the little people. Women that are small, or men that are small, they don't make belts in those sizes. Like kid sizes, if or it's way too big. And especially if it's a sewn belt, you can't cut it shorter or anything. So you have this big long flap hanging on because you couldn't get it in a small enough size. My husband was a 30-inch waist. That's, pretty thin for a man. It was hard to find things to fit that. You don't have to worry about that here. So this is number 3, is again, $80 for this particular belt. I only have one of these. This is it. So if you want this, you need to comment now. And again, you can worry about the size, specifics, even the buckle, that kind of thing later. You don't have to know that information now, but you just need to say sold number 3, and message me with something like that. As for any of these products, sold and the number you want, which I didn't really say before, but you need to comment and sold number 3, sold number 4. Number 4 is another tooled belt. So this one's more of a reddish brown color and has blue highlights. Of course, I didn't say the other one had red highlights in it. This one has blue highlights, but it's a little more of a reddish tone to it. This is number 4. Again, this is the same thing as that. It's an 1.5 inch wide. It can be custom fit to the size you need. Regular price is $90. Today it's $80. And again, so I have the belts now. Number 2 are the plain belts, and you do get your choice of colors in those. So you do really have to look at the website. Or you can say number 2 sold dark brown or something, and then I'll make sure I email you the colors and things like that to make sure you know exactly what you want. Same thing with this belt. This is 57 inches long, so this is going to fit up to like a 51-inch waist. So this is number 4. Again, and see, this leather is so beautiful. The back side of it is so nicely finished. It's, you know, it's so smooth that it's hard to tell apart. And literally, I had a customer that could not tell apart. On tool belt, obviously, you can tell which side is the correct side to have out, but on a plain belt, it was the leather was so smooth they couldn't tell. This is number 4. So again, $80 today. You need to comment because that's the only one I have in that design. Same thing here. These stamp designs are all one of a kind. I don't even know if I have a picture of it, to be quite honest, because I generally make them and sell them at craft shows, and I don't always, you know, I don't get every belt I make online or anything like that because they're all different. So, and coloring the same belt differently looks very different. You can custom order belts like that. Obviously, now as the season is progressing into the holidays, I still can usually get orders out within a week or so if it's something for like a belt. I have a belt order right now that I'm going to work on later tonight. So this is an 1.25 inch belt now. The other two were 1.5 inches. 3 and 4 were 1.5 inches. This is an 1.25 inches wide. Regular price for these is $85. This one is $75. This is it's called an antique black, and it's kind of like a black. You know, the indents, the designs. See, and this is what the kind of dyes I use come out darker, so are almost black. The belt itself is brown, but it has kind of a blackish tone, so it looks great with black or brown, which is what people love about this color. You know, men like it because it's versatile. So again, this one is is $75. Regular price $85. Tonight $75. This is number 5, and this just has what's called a border design. It doesn't have any color other than how the designs themselves are more black. So that's number 5. And I can't tell if that looks posed backwards on the screen. I can't tell. It actually looks like it is. All right, so that's number 5. Now we're going to go into some book covers. And I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. Number 6. This is a koala. Now, this is a hand-carved picture. You are not going to find anything where else because it's something I created. The background and scenery on all my pictures are always done differently. You know, computers, I resize them and things when I use them. You know, they're usually a little bit different. And again, the hand carved, so the carving itself comes out a little bit different each time I do it. But this, I think, came out beautiful as a mother koala, and of course, the little baby there. And it is a notepad. So this is number 6. This was one of the original things I made for my mother because she kept a notebook, you know, notepad by the telephone for answering the phone and taking messages. So this could use pad of paper. So again, it has a yellow pad of paper inside, top bound paper. So it just slides in. So any pad of paper will fit in here. It also has the compartment underneath the pad. So you have those two options, and this just slides in nicely from the top like that. It holds a pen, which is nice. So you always have a pen when you're ready to write in the notebook. It is inside of the book. And then folds nice and flat. Beautiful, nice, dark, soft, very soft feeling outer cover on this. And again, the leathers I use for the covers, I have other videos where I talk about the pictures on a different piece in that. It's because they tan differently. Now, these books, I have a couple of these I'm offering tonight, all with different pictures. So the koala is number 6. These are regularly $1.99. Tonight they're on sale for $1.79. Again, it's a forever notebook. It's refillable. It's going to last forever. You don't usually get that. The notepads are easy to find too. You can order extras from me if you wish. You can, you know, you can ask about things like that, but you can buy them at any Walmart, Staples. They're standard size notebooks. You can buy them pretty much anywhere that you can buy inserts for any kind of planner or book. So they're easy to come by. So number 6, koala, something you're not going to find anywhere else. My own design. Number 6. That's now $1.79. If you want it, you need to comment sold. Number 7, same thing. This is also a notepad, but now we have the moose cow and the calf in the water swimming, which is something, again, here in New Hampshire. we did have quite an extensive moose population. Sadly, what's happened to them, a lot of the calves are getting ticks. We are infested with ticks here in New Hampshire, and dogs, and people, we all get them. But moose, can't get them off their bodies, and some of the babies have gotten bitten so many times, and it's a blood disease. They're sucking your blood, so you get infections from other things. It makes them kind of dingy, and they die. So our moose population, I would say, has dwindled the last 5-6 years. Anyway, but up north we used to have quite a few of them. Even around here we used to have quite a few. So the mother moose and calf, and again, background is always drawn different. If I put these two, mother cow and calf, in the water, it's going to be composed differently. Holds a notepad inside, just like the other one. The pen in the center, pocket in the front, pocket underneath. A small tablet, a cell phone will certainly fit in there or in the front pocket. When you're going somewhere, so just something nice, easy to carry. This is a more of a russet color, is what they call this cover. Not quite a soft feeling as that, but still quite beautiful. So that is number 7. And again, same pricing as the other one. Was $199, now $179. And I'll try to go through these once again quickly at the end. Next one is an eagle one. This is number 8. This is a little notebook now. So this is binder, I should say, little 3-ring binder. So this is a little bit different. This is the eagle coming down, trying to catch the fish right there. Fall scene in the background. And see, that's where my pictures vary, the season, that type of thing. I try to, sometimes I have to remember if it's, it's got babies in it, it needs to be more springtime or summer rather, than fall, things like that. Or they're changing. Loons, my favorite, of course, they're changing at that time of year. So this is number 8. Again, it is a 3-ring binder. Or, yes, 3-ring binder. There's a pocket and holds a pen on the front there. Same style pocket as those other books. So, but now I have this little insert. You can put things in. Comes with a pad of paper, the 3-ring paper. This is a 5x7 notebook. So yes, 7x9. 7x9 notebook. Again, I make the books to fit the binders and things, so it is a standard size, so you're going to be able to find inserts and so forth to go in it. So this is this nice, it's called Briefcase Leather. And this is something I used to be able to get a lot of, but now the factory where it came from is closed down, and the person who used to shop for it, buy it for me in person, has passed away, so I don't have a source for that anymore. That is number 8. So again, that's the only binder I have like that. It is a one-of-a-kind original. I can even sign these if you want them signed, because they are all originals. That was $125. Now it's $110. That's a pretty good price for that. That's a really good price for that. All right, number 9 is an Inlay Notebook, and this again was something I designed, and I actually fell in love with. These nails are something from my house. So I live in a log cabin, so they're the rustic, the old-fashioned nails. So that locks the book closed. 3-tiered book. I think these are beautiful. It has a pocket in the front. It has a zippered compartment here on the back, but there's also a pocket underneath. Holds the pen there. This is a composition book, so this is a standard size book. And that happens to be pretty cool, but it's a standard size composition book. You could also put a tablet underneath here. I mean, very versatile. Because always there's a complete pocket underneath there. So yes, you can put something underneath there, and it would be safe. And when it's locked closed, obviously it can't fall out because it's got the sides and so forth. And then the nail locks it closed. So this has this beautiful aqua inlay pieces, a different kind of leather. Everything is leather other than the hardware, the nails. Even the lace here, the cord is leather. The only thing that is not leather is the hardware, the thread. Everything else I do use all leather pieces and parts. There's no imitation things. So this is what I call an Inlay Notebook. And this was normally $150. Now it's on sale for $125. Again, you're not going to find that anywhere else. This design of the cover, that was something, I love the kind of intricate designs and things like that. So that was something I came up with myself. That's number 9. I only have one of those. So again, this is it. And this is the last sale I will have before the holidays. Again, the Black Friday sale through December will and so forth will be my big sales and special promotions at different times. This is my last item. This is number 10. So now this is a large binder. Hand stamped design, my own original designs. You're not going to find that anywhere else. Colored in. Now, originally, I actually had a guitar strap that had this design in the center of the guitar strap. And it was kind of like the intention, maybe a notebook to keep your music in and stuff. But I'm not sure if I've sold it since then. I've sold the guitar, so now I just have the notebook. This is beautifully laced together. I mean, I think the color contrast in this is stunning. And if you don't know too much about me, this is my notebook that I made for myself in 1978. Around this time of year was when I was making it, way back in 1978. It is my catalog. I mean, again, I wasn't a business then. I was just playing around and made a name, and that's what I was using then. But this has pictures of things I have made from the originals and the one my mother had on her desk. Original items I have made from years and years and years ago. But the point is, the book is holding up. The lacing is holding up. There is nothing wrong with this book, but yet I carry it around, lug it around to shows. It travels with me. It is not always treated nicely because if I don't have something to put it in, I'm going to put my products for sale into a box before I put that into it. So sometimes it's just kind of tossed in, if, pouring rain and I'm packing up or something like that. It's just kind of chucked in there. So, I don't give it, 10 to 11 care all the time, but yet it lasts. That's my point. It lasts. Same thing with this. So this is maybe a price. It takes a long time. It takes over, 2.5, 3 hours at least to sew this. Plus, the lace is rather expensive and so forth because it is leather lace. It is real leather lace. It isn't fake stuff. And again, the indicator of that is when you buy something, the smell that comes with it. It smells like leather. Most people love the smell of leather. And that's one of the ways right off you can tell it's real. I go to the bank and they tell me my money smells like leather. So that's just how it is. So anyways, this is number 10. Last thing I'm offering tonight. This regular price is $239. Now it is $185. So that is quite a steal. So let me go through these things one more time. I'm not sure if I can get the camera a little bit closer to what I'm showing here. All right. So we have number 1 was the penguin letter box. That is now $175 if you want it. Sold, number 1. Number 2 is a belt. You have a choice of 5 or 6 colors, from a light brown or tan, dark browns, black, reddish browns. Look at the website to really get a better feel of the colors. They are solid leather. They're not going to fall apart. These are number 2. It's an 1.5 inch belt is what I'm selling now. It's a 2 for sale. They're normally $45 a piece. Now you can get 2 for $80. Buy 2 in different colors, and you'll have belts that will last you the rest of your life, probably. And if you lose weight, and I do even free custom resizing. Obviously, if you live far away, that's a little bit harder to do, but I will do that. The next were the tooled belts. So number 3 was this one. It's not going to stay now. Number 3 was this beauty. Has some red tones in it, and a little bit of blue. Although the blue is very subtle. And that's now $80 for the one belt. That was normally $90. And this is number 4. This is belt. And again, same thing. This is on sale today for $80. Number 4 sold if you want that one. Number 5 is an 1.25 inch belt. Just a border design, doesn't have color in it. This one is $75 today. Sold if you want number 5. Number 6 is a Koala notebook. notepad. Number 7. Number 6, 7 in the same price. Moose notepad, $179. Number 6 is Koala. Number 7 is Moose. You can say sold if you want them. Number 8 is the Eagle binder. This is the 3-ring binder, 7x9 binder. That's $110. It's number 8. Number 9 is the Inlay composition book cover. That's $125. Again, very unique designs, a little different than the other things I have. And number 10, last but not least, was this beautiful lace notebook that you don't find these things anywhere else. Not many people do the tooling and things like this anymore. So this is is $185 is what it's being offered tonight. So that's going to wrap it up. Again, if you want anything, you need to comment, number whatever sold. Send me a little, enough information that I can get a hold of you. And then I will get back in touch with you and make sure we work out the details. I will send you an invoice via PayPal. You do not have to have a PayPal account. You can just pay with a credit card. That's just the processing, what I process through. So on my website and so forth. So that's how it's going to come to you. That's the only reason it comes that way. So now, again, the other events that are coming up this month, like I mentioned, is the Native American Indian Heritage Month. And since I work at the Indian Museum and it's dear to my heart, I'll be taking donations for that. So I'll be posting a lot about that during the month. But I just wanted to quickly show you some pictures from this museum. Now, this is quill work. That's all made of porcupine quills. And this is a calendar that was not produced. It's done by New England Native American Institute, but almost all the pictures in here. That is our museum on the front cover here, on the cover in here. Let's see if I can find something. Beautiful bead work. Let's see if I can find something with moose here. Birch bark. And so these are just some of the exhibits at the museum. All during the month of November, I'll be sharing things about the museum, about their products, history behind, certain things like birds, my relationship with the museum and the influence they have on me and the products I make, because a lot of what I do is influenced by what I have learned there and so forth. Right now, I am their senior educator, meaning that I've been there. I'm probably the oldest one. No, I am not the oldest one, but I've been there longer than anybody else. I will be sharing information about the different types of programs we have there, because there are many offers and different things we offer for schools and other groups. That's going to wrap it up for now. Again, if you're interested in any of these things, you need to email me the sale. These prices are good to midnight tonight. That's going to be it for this one, because again, I'm really gearing up for my Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 12 days of Christmas sale. So basically and after that, I think that's the shipping cutoff as well, is after the December 12th, because not knowing quite with things, how that's going to work. So that's really within the US too, to assure that you're going to get it on time anyway. So that's going to wrap it up for now. Once again, Jan Hibbard, Log Cabin Leather by Jan. Have a great night. Thanks for joining me. Bye.